Crap. No. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I'm thinking about drawing the new villain of Ghostbusters. Hi, Ivy. Welcome to the stream. Right now I'm just sketching. Trying to get my mind off some things. I did have something that happened that kind of pissed me off a little bit, and it kind of was like, it was already uncomfortable, but that just kind of was like, in a way, it kind of pissed me off because I didn't really do anything. But it was also like, it was kind of a good thing as well. It's very hard to describe, but it's like, I don't know. It's really weird. I don't know. I don't really want to talk about it completely on stream, but I don't know. One of my teachers called me hot. Well, ain't that something. You know, I don't know. I want to talk about it. I'm scared because he's 50. Okay, you know something? This kind of leans into a topic I want to talk about because this pisses me off a little bit. You know my age, right? You know that I'm, 20. So it's funny you want to talk about that because here's something that really pisses me off. I had a girl approach me at the mall. Her friend yelled 17. I could have sworn that, but whatever. Well, thing is, she approached me and basically wanted like my in Snapchat or stuff like that. And literally point blank, in like 2 minutes, like I told them or whatever, what my age was, right? I said, and it was a little awkward, but then they left. Well, 5 hours later, I get a follower and stuff like that. Here's my thing. Don't freaking then, like, wait a week, then act like, I don't, it's hard to talk about because it pisses me off. Then act like, it's creepy that this or that. When you're the one that approached and I haven't said anything stupid. Like, I would send, like, my art projects, like, hey, I'm working on this. Here's this is this, and I'm kind of just friendly as a person because, like, I'm autistic, whatever. Here's my thing. Don't sit there and pull that shit. Don't sit there and say, now it's creepy, now it's this. It's just the thing of, you don't pull that shit. Because it's weird and awkward enough as it was for me to be approached by somebody. Then to have, them pull the whole shtick of, well, I'm this. It's like, well, now you know how I feel. It's like, I'm over, and you think it's comfortable for me talking, to, I don't know. Maybe I sound like an asshole, but the thing is, for me, it's like, it's not comfortable. So it's a good thing that, it's like this or that. So, but I kind of didn't find it very cool, though, for the last bit of saying, well, it's kind of creepy. It's like, well, now you know how it is for me. It's like, you approached me, you followed me, you didn't, even though the thing is, she knew what my age was, but she still decided, oh, well, I'm going to follow him. But it's like, don't sit there and say, well, you messaging. It's like, you literally, I don't know. I think that it was already awkward for me, but it's just like, I don't like the bullshit, I don't like when people pull this shit of, because it's already awkward. Why message? Sorry. I kind of feel like ranting a bit because I just, like, I don't want that type of, like, label on me. It's already difficult as a guy, as it is. I don't want that type of label. I don't want that type of, trouble. It's funny you should bring that up about, like, that, because I kind of had the opposite for me. It's like, you know, some of us aren't really, doing stuff for a creepy reason or this or that. It's just like, it's already awkward when you get approached by, for me, it's awkward to be approached by anyone in public, let alone a girl or a woman or whatever. Then to add on to that, then she's, this. It's just like, well, just don't approach people, like, randomly. Especially, and then to add insult to injury, what makes me more frustrated is that then you know what the age is, but then you follow through with, like, messaging and stuff like that. It's like, then what? I don't know. Maybe I sound stupid, but I didn't feel comfortable with it in the first place. I didn't like it. I just think that, if you're going to approach somebody, freaking don't sometimes, because some people don't like to be just randomly approached and then, like, ask, what's your Snapchat? What's your Snapchat? Like, I don't even have it. Then, like, you're like, then you get what this, and then you're like, well, okay, then you want to sit there and say something after, like, being chill, and then, like, it's like, I'm trying to be as comfortable as I can about it without making things awkward. Even though it's already fucking awkward. Sorry, I don't know. I just kind of feel the need to kind of rant about something that Ivy. It's okay. Yeah, I just because it's kind of a similar subject, you know? It's just like, here's my thing. Even I'm not as stupid enough to like sit, like, I'm not like some idiots. Like, I was straight up, this is that. You know, I didn't send anything stupid like some guys would. Cough, mini lad, uh, or stuff like that. I don't mind you talking too much. I'm just a good listener. Yeah. I guess the reason why I have a problem with it is just like the level of like bullshit that it takes for you to sit there and say, you know, not to be rude, but you're this, and I'm this. Well, first of all, the only reason I was even messaging or followed through with talking to you at all is because I thought it was basically this, like, because the friend said this, which isn't a problem for me. It's still weird. It's still awkward, but it's still like, this is like what I heard was this. What actual thing is this? And that's a good thing that we both agreed, this is awkward enough as it is. But the thing is, it takes you like this long to fucking. You shouldn't even have messaged me or followed me back. That's where I have a problem. If you know this, then don't. Why did you even approach somebody, first of all? Then you get their age. Instead of like, it's like, oh, never mind. I'm going to delete this screenshot and then I'm going to go on with my day. It's like, it's like, I made a mistake, whatever. That didn't happen. What happened was then you continue this little thing of like, basically, you know, like, it's not even bad, you know, like chill messages like, hey, hopefully you're doing well, blah, blah, blah. I sent something I'm working on, blah, blah, blah. And like, that's like, I'm not really a big TikTok user, so I don't use it that often. But then to pull that shit, it's like, it's like a slap in the face of my character. It's like, you know, you're this, this is kind of creepy. Well, how do you think it feels from my point of view? Then, like, for me, it's already awkward that I got approached to like this, that, and very straightforward, which I don't mind. But then you go out of your way to basically, here's my thing. If I here's my thing. I'm not stupid enough to say anything stupid, and I wasn't going to anyways because it was already uncomfortable. But then to add this to the mix, fuck that. Don't come up to somebody and like freaking then like don't complain after months on end to say that it's creepy. It's like you basically kind of like now you want to complain at like, how do you think I've been feeling? Like, you've like basically, you know, I don't like, you know, really nothing against them, but I don't find it comfortable. I don't find it cool. I don't find it interesting. I don't like, you know, basically somebody approaching me, which now, like, now you find out, oh yeah, not only that they're a minor, it's the thing of like, why you can't sit there and say, oh, it's creepy now. Well, how do you think it feels uncomfortable for the guy that gets approached? Then you find out this, that, and the other. It's like, I don't like, now it only adds more thing of like, leave me alone. Then, like, you know, like, don't, you shouldn't have even, you know, Why did you even follow me back or talk to me at all? You shouldn't have done that. You knew, and then you want to sit there and complain or to sit there and throw this at me. It's like a pointless little accusation of like, it's kind of creepy. It's like, first of all, if it was creepy, here's my thing. Creepy would be me being creepy, and I'm not creepy. What it is that, it's just like, I don't know. I don't like, especially that stuff, which I'm going to probably just call it as I see it, is just like, please leave me alone then, which I kind of in a way did. It's like, next time, just please don't approach somebody and stuff like that. It was already uncomfortable as it is. I don't know. Maybe I sound kind of like a hypocrite or kind of weird, but it's like, here's my thing. I don't like people approaching me, especially in public. And especially if it's a girl or a woman, or like basically if it's a young girl and she thinks I'm younger than or a similar age, don't sit there and approach me then. Or especially ask somebody, especially, here's my thing. There was no age asking until after the fact, and then you still follow through with following or trying to talk to somebody or talk to me. I don't like that. That comes off as like really like very troublemaking, and it's very like, I don't need that shit. I don't want to deal with that. That's something I don't want to deal with. Especially when you think about like the type of bullshit that comes with that. And I'm glad I don't have like apps like Snapchat or stuff like that, because you get this little thing of like, that comes with the territory of some stupid shit. And I don't want to deal with that. Fuck that. I don't want to deal with that shit, period. That's why I don't have those apps. I don't want them. I don't want anything to do with them, for good reason. Because I don't trust, no offense, but I don't trust people. Like that's just my maybe it's my character flaw in some regard, but it's also me being careful. I don't ever use Snapchat. Good, don't. Don't. Like, here's my thing. I'm not a very social media person for a reason, but I'm also not a completely trusting person. And it comes from a good reason. First of all, I've been fucked over too many times. Second of all, I know for a fact that, me as a guy, I have a fucking target on my head. Autism or no, people don't give a shit. So they fucking, they don't give a shit. So honestly, it was already uncomfortable for me talking to someone that approached me, because it's like, basically what it is, it's like, what do I say here? What do I do? It's like, I'm trying to be nice. I'm kind of like, hey, blah, 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 blah. It's like, I don't really know what to say. And for me, it's very, I don't know. I don't like feeling uncomfortable. I'm not very, what's the word? I don't need somebody to put me on like drama alert or something like that. And like, blah, 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 drama, like this, like being accused of something that's like pretty far out there. And it's actually pretty good reason why I'm glad it ended the way it did, because it's partially, yes, it did piss me off that basically that the whole bit about the creepy thing is that here's where I got pissed a little bit. It's like, don't fucking do that. First of all, no, that's where I get pissed off because I'm human. You know, it'd be one thing if there was like a bit of disingenuousness from the start. There was never. That's why I have a problem. What I have a problem is I don't like the bullshit of people nowadays. It's like there's some people that'll lie about their age or they'll say this or they'll do that. I'm not one of them. But what I don't like is for you to sit there and kind of, in a way, pull some bullshit, near the end, or not near the end, but kind of like say, if here's my thing. If you know someone's age, whoever it is, like if the one party knows or thinks they know of one thing and they don't, like there's a miscommunication, which that happened on my end, but the other party knows exactly how old this person is. They don't get the right to fucking complain, or sit there and say it's creepy when they are the ones who initiated the contact with this person in the first place. See what I'm saying? It's like, there's a miscommunication error on my end, which I can understand, but don't label me as the creep or saying this when there was partially some miscommunication, first of all. And second of all, what I don't like is there's like, you fucking messaged me, or maybe it was the other way. No, you followed me, knowing, like you met me randomly in a mall. You approached me, then, then you fucking. I don't know. Maybe I come off. Maybe I'm a bit of an asshole. Like maybe I sound like, oh, I'm like pissed, like I'm a stalker or whatever. No, I'm pissed because I don't like prejudging my character. Like I'm on the spectrum. I have autism, stuff like that. So I'm a bit different. But so I usually get a lot of bullshit, right? Most people do, But for me, what I don't like is like there is like this level of like disingenuousness or this level of bullshit of like I don't know, it's really hard to talk about without coming off like an asshole or sounding weird or sounding creepy or sounding just kind of like off. It's more just a thing of like just like acknowledgement. Like if there's acknowledgement that this person is this old and the younger party knows this but yet still follows through with messaging them or following them or just this, that, or the other, it really grinds my gears to sit there and have like a prejudgment of like, oh, it's kind of creepy now. It's like, why the fuck did you message me? Like, why did you initiate like the contact info? Even if there's like a miscommunication on some things, blah, 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 don't fucking approach people then. Like, you don't know that person. You don't know me from squat. You saw me make a joke and then randomly. Like, you don't know me. And that's the thing is, I don't know you. You don't know me. But the thing is, what I don't like in, societal terms is like, what's really creepy is that, that a girl, just the level of assumptions that I'm the same age as you. So you're just gonna come up to me and pester me and say, I want your Snapchat. I want, like, what is your Snapchat? What's this? What's this? What's this? Do you have this or what of film? It's like, I don't have it. Well, do you have like this? Do you have this? Do you have this? It's like, first of all, I don't fucking know you. I don't know you. You like what? What gives you the right to come and approach me? What gives like? I sound like an asshole right now, or I sound like I'm ranting for no fucking good reason. And I'm sure somebody else is just listening is like, what the fuck is the context here? The context is that I'm not one to like bullshit. I'm not the one to like some things people do, or some things people try to pull. That's what I don't like. You know? And I think, Ivy, you kind of get where I'm going with this whole thing. Because you were saying how, you felt uncomfortable because your teacher said this and he's 50. Well, imagine fucking the opposite angle of like the younger one, like kind of like, I'm not saying that they made comments about me like in that type of regard, but it's still like how it feels from the opposite point of view, from the younger to do that to the older, right? In a way of like basically approaching them or something or whatever, right? That's kind of what I'm getting at, is that it feels weird, it feels awkward, and it's already awkward as it is. So it's like, just don't fucking approach someone you don't know. And also don't complain though. That's like, don't complain if like, it's creepy or this, when you're the one who approached them, then you go follow through with contact, even though you know this, that, or the other, and it's like, it's weird. It comes off as like just trying to set up something. You were like, that was the whole point in the first place. It comes off like, trying to set up a trap, and then I don't know. Sorry. I just don't like people's bullshit, is what I don't like. I don't like bullshit. Simply put. If that makes any sense. I probably should shut the fuck up, shouldn't I? Sorry. By the way, Ivy, how was your day? Or Ivy, how was your day? By the way. It was good. That's good. Also, by the way, do you agree with me or no? Like, do you think I'm wrong for feeling a little bit like off, by like feeling a little bit annoyed, but also a little bit like kind of like uncomfortable by the whole thing? Of like, I'm not really, I don't want to stay too long on this subject, but I just feel like, do you think it was like I'm a little bit justified? No, you're in the right for feeling like that. Yeah, like I screenshotted most everything just in case. Here's my thing. I know that some people like, especially if the facts is that she the fact that she is where she, like basically blah blah blah. I honestly felt like no, you're not. I know for a fact that at that point, there's just going to be like this level of bullshit of like trying to claim something or this or that, or try to pull something, if you know what I'm talking about. And I don't need that. Like, I don't want that type of attack on my character. You know, like, that's not me. And I don't dare want something like that happening. You know, it's like, for me, it's kind of like an insult, or like kind of like what's the word? Basically, you know, if cuz I'm a guy, it's basically fuck you. Pretty much. That's all it is. Because I get the severe amount of trouble. I get the bullshit. I get this or that. But even though, you know, this or that, even though nothing was ever said or done, it's just the level of like making accusations or saying something, and then like I get like the sideways looks. I get this or I'll get that. And it's like, I don't fucking need that. I don't want that. I don't need that shit. I don't want that shit. I just don't. Like, I just don't. That is just something that I don't want to deal with, you know, personally. Because for me, like, everybody, most, like, when somebody says something or tries to accuse you something, eventually, like, that usually somewhat stays, right? Like, that usually just fucking stays on the internet. Like, people will eventually, they don't care. They will take sides. They will like make sure to ruin you, or they will bring you so far close to being ruined that it does not matter what you say, even if you're found to be innocent. They will find ways to eventually ruin you or try to bring you so close to being ruined that you're paranoid, that you can't trust nobody. And it's like, I don't want that. I don't need that shit. Like, you know, I don't want, like, most, even though I'm at 900 subscribers, the moment, you know, I'm not going to sit there and go down, like, most usually some asshole creators, like you had Lion Maker or other stuff, you had people like them that let the fame get to their head and they became manipulative, you know what, and 946 actually. Yeah, it was at 47, but it went down for some reason, but I don't care. I'm close to hitting the 1K margin, but not completely. Oh, my back. My back is killing me. I'm kind of just sketching just random crap. But the thing is, for me, I don't like that very accusatory type shit. And the moment I saw a message like that, I guess what really pisses me off is that what they questions like, why'd you like that message? It's because, like, first of all, I have a right to, but also it's because I felt the same way. It's uncomfortable as hell. I feel, I felt uncomfortable. You know, I didn't like, you know, really, no offense to them, But I didn't really like talking to him anyways as it is, because it's like I didn't know what I should be saying. I didn't, I just wanted to stop on by and say good night. Oh, all right, man. Hey, and hope you have a good night, man. Sorry, I'm just kind of in a little bit of a rant tonight. If you want to like the stream, go right ahead. I'm kind of just in a mood, so to speak, just to rant about something, or while I'm sketching, because I'm bored, and I'm trying to be as purposely vague as I can, but I I don't know. I'm just very frustrated with something at the moment. No, it is not nothing to do with the channel, as it is something to do with something in my personal life, or something that came to my attention that frustrated the fuck out of me. And I have a little bit of like a reason to be. It's in some regard, it's more comes from like, this is why I don't like the idea of like, like I don't easily trust think people in regular life, or this or that. It's like I don't, there's a reason for it, because especially with like circumstance or doing this or that, it's like you can't sit there and pull bullshit uh and do this or say this or do that or blah blah blah. mm. But I'm not gonna keep the stream going for too long. Tonight is mainly just a quick stream, because I have to get up tomorrow early, because I'm gonna go see Ghostbusters. And so for me, I'm kind of just sketching. And all that. And I'll probably end the stream here in a bit. And don't you dare say no. I'll be right back. I'm getting a drink. Okay. Probably going to end it here in a bit, or in a second. I don't want it to go for too long. Just random little sketch of. Always, I have to go now. But, well, that's good. Actually, I'm going to be ending the stream right now anyways, because I don't really have much I can do. So you're all good. So it's actually kind of perfect timing, Ivy. As stupid as it sounds. But yeah. You have a good night. Bye-bye.